Heavy boots.
Found these in your brother's car.
So where is he?
Where's Christian?
It's fascinating how concerned you are with my family when you should worry about your own. Have you confronted your father about those missing children, or is your limited brain still in denial about the truth? Yeah, he's shocked and has theories of who it might be that did that. He definitely doesn't think it's by natural causes. So it kind of adds like another layer to the to our universe of, yeah, there's someone else that's involved. I mean, in the simplest form, it's just a big brother, little brother. Sir protected Christian when they were younger. It was a very toxic environment that they both grew up in, and I feel like Sir was his protector. And Christian wasn't privy to some of those, some of the things that his mother did, and because of how Sir protected him from that. So there's a level of like where Sir feels that Christian owes him something, and so he always hangs that over Christian's head. I didn't play that it really affected him all that deeply. Everything that consumes Sir is Gabi. And so I don't know that he had time to grieve his brother's death. So sure, he might have grieved in a private moment where we don't see it as an audience member. Well, that was something that wasn't supposed to happen. And so I'm sure there's a lot of conflict in that, and that Sir likes to be in control, and that was something that was not in his control, which is something he doesn't do well with. No, I think it's probably solidified what he thinks of Trent even more. His moniker for him is Heavy Boots, and there's a reason for that. Again, all the characters in this universe mean nothing to Sir, and it just means to an end for him and Trent. The more he has an interaction with Trent, the more it solidifies how he feels about him, which is, he doesn't think much of him. She's great. She is a director who sometimes acts. So it was very special to have her on set directing our show, and she had a really tough job of directing herself because she was very heavy in that episode, and she did a great job with that. And such, the whole season has been her sort of backstory, and the focal point has been her losing her son, Jamie, and then Jamie appearing, and she's had to dig really deep emotionally, and that episode was, she had to dig very deep, and then on top of it, direct as well, and sort of run the set. Well, I believe he says to Margaret, I can help you find him. And I think he's told Gabi that he knows or can help find. So he doesn't lie. So he does know what happened, or can help find Jamie. Yeah. I've never thought of that. I don't know. I've never thought like what would stop Sir from being with Gabi. I don't think he thinks that will ever happen or ever needs to happen. I think that he's so solid in his convictions and steadfast that hasn't even crossed his mind. I've never even thought of that. Like, I wouldn't even know how this would end, other than I'm gone or she's gone or both. It hasn't changed. Again, I think the more he interacts with these people, the more he is certain of how he feels about them. They're really just pieces on a board that he's using to get to Gabi. It's a really tough show to direct. We have fantastic actors and an amazing script every week, and you just have a responsibility to tell this story in 44 minutes. You feel like it would be a disservice if you didn't get everything on the page up on the screen. But with such limited time, it's really difficult. And we do, for everyone from the crew to the actors to the people behind us and the executives, we have so many people who are working so hard to produce the show, and you feel like you have that responsibility. I'd say that's the biggest hardship of directing these is just the responsibility to put everything that's great up on the screen and to get it up there, because it's such a pleasure to be on our sets. They're run so creatively and safely, and everyone's having a great time, and we're telling a great story, and everybody wants to be there. It is a joy, but yeah, it's not an easy show to direct. They're always centric over Gabi. I think there was a bit of Margaret in there. Not a lot of Sir, which was good for me because I didn't have to direct myself. But I'd probably say I had to give more notes to Shinola. She's really, she's just, she needs a lot of help as an actor. So I would have to constantly take her aside and kind of explain the work and what she was saying. Yeah, it gets harder and harder for us to have these scenes. I mean, now that I'm in prison, it's on her time of when she wants to come see Sir. He tries to manipulate situations to see if that will bring her to him, but it's not as it's not as fluid as it was in the first season, as well as the first half of the season, where he had a little bit more control. He just had to be more careful. But now, being in prison, he's relying on her to see him and to have that connection, which is, we'll see how that dynamic plays out over the next half of the season.